Hello my fellow distinguished gentlemen. Just recently I've been on vacation in London, and one thing that I always like to do when I'm somewhere is to bring a souvenir in the form of a little wooden pipe, like this one that I have from Peterson in Dublin, Ireland. And in London I also bought a handmade pipe, so that's a little tradition that I have. And I'm gonna draw some pipes today, practicing here in my sketchbook. The last thing that I did in here are those medieval flails, trying out a little bit of a new style, and I also draw a lot of faces and sketch people in there. So check out the two videos on that. I know it's a little bit different from the horror or fantasy stuff that I usually draw, or from my usual sketching, but let me tell you why I'm calling this video Keep Your Practice Simple. The reason why I want to sketch pipes, and of course trying out a little bit of a different style again, is because they are very simple and yet very organic. When I was in London, I was also getting tattooed. I also got myself a tattoo, just like in Dublin. And I always like to chat a little bit with the tattoo artist, especially because I want to, well, get into tattooing myself. They always tell me that I need to keep the designs a little bit more simple and work more on the contrast and not get too overboard with the shading and the details like I tend to do. I've talked about that a little bit in my last video with the flails. And so I thought, well, pipes always look very cool, especially if you have some smoke coming off them. It's a very cool tattoo design. I'd like to have something very similar like this on me in the future. And the first one, well, the first one is a cool drawing, but it's not the purpose that I wanted to achieve here. It's way too detailed, especially with the shading. I went a little bit overboard with it. It looks a little bit wonky and I'm not happy with the smoke. But the other ones, especially the last two, I'm very, very happy with. I never drawn a pipe before, so that was something new for me, and so yeah, the first try here, second one, and the last few are gonna be much better, at least in my opinion. But yeah, London was extraordinarily cool, but also really expensive. But yeah, all of my massive YouTube money needs to go somewhere, right? Ha! No, just kidding, I do not make a single penny off YouTube. All of the ads you see in front of my videos just simply benefit YouTube. I do not make a single penny of these videos. I just do them completely, basically for free in my free time. So I put still a lot of effort into them. So it would be really cool if you could subscribe to my channel and give me the thumbs up, leave a comment, like the video and so on. Check out my Instagram. Thank you for your support. Thank you so much. But back to the drawings. I'm trying out a little bit of this etching style, which is very difficult for me. I mean, just looking at, the second one here, I kind of tamed myself a little bit better. But yeah, still way too much, still overboard. But yeah, it's something that I have to learn in the future to just get more out of simpler shading, more from less. And yeah, that's the purpose of these sketches, these practice drawings. So I also want to encourage you to just keep it simple and see the big contrast, see the big shapes and shadows, and not get too overboard with the details, and just keep it simple. And when you keep it simple and you learn how to just depict things in a more simpler way and break it down a little bit more, you will be able to depict things better in general. And especially for me, since I want to learn tattooing, first you need a big shape, and then you just go in with the details and then the shading. And all just so much that you don't overwork the skin, and that the details that you have will hold up over time and not get too washed out as the tattoo ages. At least that's how those tattoo artists describe it to me. But yeah, really relaxed sketchbook session. Drawing again with a ballpoint pen. You see, like a really cheap black big ballpoint pen, just for the finer details that I just couldn't let it be, right? I just had to go in and do some finer details, of course, completely defeating the purpose of this practice that I wanted to do. But yeah, that's just me. I really need to get that under control. But then all the fake outlines and fake etching lines are done with my ink pen, my Pilot high-tech point they call it, which just lays down really a lot of ink, a really thick black line. One of my favorite pens to draw with. So drawing the last pipe right now. The last two are just from my imagination. The first pipe that I've drawn is the pipe from Dublin. The second one is the one from London. And these two are just from my imagination. Going a little bit crazy with the design on the last one. Just pulling out of my imagination. And just remembering to have fun, you know. Also for you, when you're practicing, remember to have fun. Don't take everything so seriously, you know. It's a sketchbook, just have fun with it. Experiment. And just, you know, take whatever comes from your imagination. Also, good example, right? I've drawn two pipes that I've just copied from real life, and then when I feel comfortable with the way those things look, then I can depict them from my imagination. So, works of course very quickly with pipes as they are very simple, but that's a general thing in drawing, right? Doesn't matter if it's animals or people or trees or buildings, whatever. Once you've practiced them enough from reality, you will be able to depict them out of your imagination, which is especially important for drawing fantasy or anything like that, comic books. But that will be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, like the video, check out my Instagram. I hope I see you around on the channel. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Take care and bye bye.